Hello, friends, and good evening. Welcome back to Edwin's ASMR Corner. I'm your host, as always, Edwin. Hello. I hope you enjoyed last week's video. This week, let's have a little tea and talk with my little do your best mug. My little llama who's just trying his best. He's taking a little nap in there. And we'll talk about some self-care. And so, before we begin, as always, please feel free to drop down, hit the like button, maybe comment, share, or subscribe. It really helps out the video. Thank you. And now, as you're ready, please feel free to get comfy, to get cozy, and maybe grab a cup of tea yourself. And as you're ready, we'll begin. Very nice. We'll start today off with just a few easy breaths, as always, letting yourself come into your space. With each breath, finding a little more space, a little more time, letting your breaths expand and slow, so that you can just be present for yourself here today. From here, we won't do a full body scan as we normally do. We'll do a few easy breaths, beginning first with an inhale. Inhale, drawing the breath up from the earth, through your base, through your mid-body, all the way up to your upper body, and up through the crown of your head. And exhale. And inhale one more time, tracking that breath as it moves. Base, mid-body, upper body, sky. And exhale, returning that breath all the way down, nice and easy. And inhale one more time, gently checking in with your breath as it moves through each stage. And exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale. Inhaling once again, just taking note of the breath, taking note of things that crop up. Just doing that same sort of body scan, but abridged. And exhale. From here, one more breath as you turn your attentions inwards as always. Inhaling in, letting your heart and your mind open up. And exhale. Very nice. From here, just allow your breath to find its own rhythm. And we'll just begin with talking about self-care. And for me, self-care has really manifested in a funny way. And I'm not talking about necessarily self-care like a spa day, although that definitely counts. But I'm talking about the little everyday minutia. The things we do for ourselves to just refresh ourselves or give us back a little bit of that energy the energy that we spend working or schooling or studying, whatever that is, those little things that recharge you. Sometimes it's easy to get lost in whatever tasks you have going on, and it just feels so overwhelming, and that you can't even afford to take a break. Because if you take a break for 10, 20, 30 minutes, for an hour, all of a sudden you're behind 10, 20, 30 minutes or an hour. And yet, those breaks, those moments, those little things are so important to stave off burnout. And it just doesn't feel like we can make space, make time for such a trivial thing. But it's not trivial. Those moments of rest are just as important as the moments when we're actively working. And it's so easy to forget that. For me, I've been really trying to take myself out on little walks. And it sounds silly. It sounds like I'm talking about myself as if I were a little dog that needs to be taken out. But why shouldn't you? You deserve to see the sun. You deserve to feel that warmth on your skin. And especially now in LA, we're about to really hit summer in full stride. And in the mornings, it's so gloomy. I go to the gym and there are flecks of rain on my car's windshield as I drive. And I get there and I have a lovely time with my friends, but even on the drive home, it's still gray. And then by 2, 3, 4 p.m., I've been working at my desk for a while. And I'll look out, and suddenly the sun's out. And there's no better time than to go out, take a little moment to just soak in the sun. If I'm feeling good and I can make the time, I'll take the 30 minutes, just walk around, get a little lost in my neighborhood. Maybe I'll take a coconut water with me, or I have a soda stream, so sometimes I'll do a bubble water. And sometimes, if schedules align, I'll call a friend. And we get to catch up, we get to move, we get to do something that's healthy for both of us. And what a lovely time that is. And it gives me the rest I need, away from the work, away from the things that we're working on, away from the computer. And it just gives me a moment to decompress. Also, look at this little llama. I really like it. It's one of those little tea things. But he frequently gets a little air bubble in his butt, so he doesn't like to stand up until the tea level goes down. And he doesn't tip over anymore. I've also got this nice little tea. I forget all that's in it, but it's got a bunch of warming spices in it, and it feels just so cozy. But self-care. What are the things that you like to do that give you respite from the things you have to do? Maybe reading, maybe the gym, maybe the aforementioned spa day with face mask and cucumbers. Whatever it is, it's so important to take that time to refresh. It's so funny, I'm sure many of you have seen the memes of human beings functionally just being houseplants. Did you get sun today? Did you water yourself today? There are just a few basic needs that need to be met. That's the type of self-care I'm referring to. It's the self-care that gets left behind when we just get caught up in the whirlwind of work, of life. And it's having the wherewithal and having the ability to slow it back down and acknowledge what you need as a person to just keep going, to feel good, to feel healthy, and to also remember not to entirely lose yourself in whatever it is you have going on. You have to protect yourself. And for me, what that means on a nice Sunday evening, after having a full and lovely week, and busy and stressful, and a little bit painful. I hurt myself at the gym this week. What that means for me is just relaxing and having a nice cup of tea. And so, I hope that helped. I hope you enjoyed today's video, today's practice. If you have more day left in your day, then have a lovely rest of your day. But if maybe you're cozied up and ready to go to bed, well then, sleep well and sweet dreams.